Hi, I'm Lisa from Coffee Talk. I recently was at the NAMA conference, and one of our featured speakers was Dr. Edward Cardona-Sanciemente. Here's what he had to say.
The reality is I'm a doctor, but I discovered Ayurveda as a patient. Yes, as a result of ailments, I had in year 2000, a car accident in West Palm Beach. Those days I was practicing craniosacral therapy. It was a very, very serious car accident. And the way I managed to recover my body, I was in a coma. And that gave me a very good lesson. Then I went to India and I discovered the virtues of what in Ayurveda we call pancha karma, which consists of pancha in Sanskrit means 5, and karma translates for actions. So I went into the process of this methodology, which is extremely analytical and very scientific. So I recover my body. I have lesions at the level of C3, C4, D7, D8, meaning cervical area, dorsal area, loss of memory, short-term memory, long-term memory, and all that in one go. Once I was completely, in brackets, cured, I was back to my hospital in London, and crossing the street, a taxi driver drove me over, and I was again, in the same state, sent it to a London hospital, to the London hospital in London. So then I started again. I went to India, and I understood that those days I couldn't understand in that way, but now I see there was a sign. And I decided, this is very interesting, this is saving my life each time, so let's have a go. So I started studying Ayurveda, and I went to university, despite, in all honesty, I'm an academic and I'm a professor at university. I have a very heavy background in allopathic medicine, and I started from scratch Ayurveda. And I'm still a student of Ayurveda, and I'm still a student of allopathic medicine. That is, I think, is the virtue of what's going on. Comparative studies. So what I do in reality is I take the nitty-gritty of the scientific methodology on modern medicine, and I put it face to face with the ancient studies of Ayurveda, which are 5,000, 4,000, 7,000 years old, and I correlate pathologies. 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they asked me to give a 2-hour talk here on obesity. And this year is on cancer, because at this moment the NHS in England asked me to treat patients with cancer. So it's the National Health Service in England. Yeah. Yes. That is a beautiful question, and I think it's the base of everything. In Ayurveda, the recommendations Ayurveda has as number one is to be in tune with nature. Meaning by that, there are 2 procedures in Ayurveda which are very important, which are called the Dinacharyas and the Ruticharyas. Dinacharyas is the daily procedures or the daily regime or the daily habits, as I can say, and the Ruticharyas stands for the seasonal ones. So that is the base of everything. If one can be able to achieve that, the second aspect is to be careful with the diet and all the habits which that represents. And in Ayurveda, there is a concept of metabolism, which is the Agni, the digestive fire. And what we do is try to help to support people to, within the Dinacharyas and Ruticharyas, the daily habits and the seasonal habits, to protect the Agni in parallel, because that goes automatically once you are into that. And of course, being very careful of eating sane food. You know that what is the situation in your society in America, the problem is the same for us in England, in Germany, everywhere. So it's creating awareness of how to eat healthy, how to eat simple, how to eat well, and in parallel, of course, stress, which is the factor which we can say starts many of the process. Equally, I respect the ideas of the American Medical Association, evidently on non-smoking, non-use of drugs, etc., etc. But the approach of Ayurveda is far more, I don't like the word holistic, but it's holistic, it's rounded. look at all aspects of the self, how to develop a certain state of well-being by practicing, apart from what I said before, yoga, pranayamas, which is special breathing exercises, how to do different practices which are able to support certain conditions. So my suggestion will be to everybody, if you wake up in the morning, please remember, it's a one good positive day in front of you. Don't spoil it. I always feel in the morning, I don't open my eyes. Life open my eyes.